I'm sure you saw the title for this lesson and got super excited and just couldn't wait to jump into it. The title of the lesson is Why Everyone Hates Lawyers. And just let that sit for a second. How much fun is that? Talk about that forever. But there actually is a reason why I want to talk about why everyone hates lawyers, and I want to connect that to our legal course and this transformation that you're going through of operating with the law and how you think about lawyers. So now you might be wondering, Corey, why do I care? Why everyone hates lawyers? Why is that important? And you're going to see as we go through this course and we meet my clients and we learn about all these stories, and in order to achieve what is at stake for your business, you're going to have to work with the law and you're going to have to work with lawyers. So we understand the importance of working with law, and working with law means working with lawyers. If they're wearing a war on drugs sweatshirt, it's not that bad, just saying. But I want you to change your relationship about how you see lawyers and what you think about the law. And that's the point of this. And let's just put it all out there, okay? Lawyers do not have the best reputation from all professions. Typically, lawyers are seen to be very expensive. They're seen to be very type A. They can be mean. They can be bossy. All of the things that you think are true about lawyers, for the most part, probably a lot of them are true. So that's some lawyers, that's not all lawyers. And I want to invite you into my life just for a second and to understand what it's like to be a lawyer, because I studied thousands of hours in law school, okay? I studied thousands of hours as an articling student to get called to be a lawyer. I studied hundreds of hours to write the bar. Finally, I wrote the bar. I've spent thousands of hours working for clients. When I go and I meet someone and they find out that I'm a lawyer, what do you think the first question they ask me is? They always say, "Oh my God, you're a lawyer? Do you watch Suits?" People associate lawyers with what they see on television in Suits. So no, I don't watch Suits, but maybe one day I will, and that could happen. But on a serious note, a lot of how people look at the law and look at lawyers is based on television or movies or stereotypes, or maybe one experience they've had with someone or something. And it's really important for me to share with you that, like, firstly, not all lawyers are like that, and certainly law is not nearly as exciting as it is on television. But also, I want to provide the opportunity for you to create a new relationship with the law, and that's the point of this lesson. So one of the biggest challenges people associate with lawyers is how expensive they are. And it's true that lawyers can cost money, but it doesn't have to be so outrageously as expensive as you think. And there's lots of different avenues of connecting with lawyers to see what the price for something could be, or packaging things together. I love to package things together for clients to make it affordable. And the reason why I do that is because I understand the importance of my clients having awesome legal documents and legal services. And as such, I never want money to be an obstacle in working with them. So in terms of one of the most common objections or complaints that people will have about lawyers is they're super rich, they're in these massive offices downtown, they always wear suits. Yes, aptly named, I understand. But the way that I want you to consider the amount of money that you spend for legal services, firstly, you can always shop around and look for different lawyers to work with, but you have to look at working with the law as an investment in your business. And for me personally, with Conscious Counsel, I know that with everything I do, I always follow the 10x rule. And that means that whatever I'm doing for someone, whatever I'm receiving in money from a client, I'm providing at least 10 times of value in return. And I know that that's the case because sometimes the inclusion of one part of an agreement or one provision or one clause can be so important to help a client to protect their assets for tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars in protecting their business. So instead of just looking at law and being like, oh, I hate paying this, get excited about it and be super, super encouraged that you have the possibility to build and operate your business professionally. So all those stories about law being super expensive, I understand that it can be expensive, but I invite you to change your perspective about how you look at that. And instead of looking at it as a cost, looking at it as an investment. And personally, I can share when I started working with the right accountant, while it was expensive to work with this accountant, suddenly I was able to position my tax in a particular way and use expenses in a particular way to write off revenue or other examples. But it's just for me an example of the benefits of working with a professional. So if you've got a story about lawyers and money, you can drop that right now. We can drop it together. When it comes to lawyers themselves, there's this Zen Buddhist term which is shoshun. And shoshun means beginner's mind. And the invitation is that you consider something that you've always thought to be true, or something that you've always seen or thought that you've seen in your life, and you just choose one day to see it differently. And my invitation for you today is to choose to see lawyers differently. Choose to see us differently. And in doing so, I want you to let go of all the stories about lawyers, all of those amazing episodes of Law and Order that you've seen and that you loved so much, and just picture lawyers this way, and at least picture me this way. Someone who cares about you achieving your business goals and building your dream community and making the world a better place. That is all I do. What I do is I provide legal documents to amazing entrepreneurs who are building communities and doing it in an awesome way and making the process fun and empowering for them. So the enhancement in this lesson, and it's just one piece of paper for you to fill out, I give you the opportunity to write down all the crap. It's gonna be the most fun you've ever had. Get some popcorn going, your favorite snack, whatever, glass of wine, whatever you want. Write all the things that you always thought that lawyers were. And then when you're finished writing that, it's gonna be over. And then in the next paragraph, I want you to write about the possibility of what lawyers can be in your life. And I can tell you, a lawyer will be the most important person on your roster for your team. They can make or break your business with the right documents, with the right positioning, and encouraging you to communicate your relationships effectively. So the question of why does everyone hate lawyers? We know why. It's in the media. We have all these preconceived notions of who they are. But also, lawyers like me exist. And I'm here, and I'm wearing a War on Drugs sweatshirt, and I have a lot of colleagues who also run amazing, heart-leading law practices. So my invitation to you as we continue this journey of getting our mindset correct to working with the law is choosing to see lawyers differently and understanding that we're people, just like you.